Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I will be trying something new. I will be doing a 2-year late review of Doom. Now, first of all, for being 2 years old, this game looks incredible, especially in ultra settings with 130 FOV. Now, I played this game on and off on the PS4 for a little while, but I just recently purchased the PC version of the game. I haven't played it in a while since my PS4 days, and I just forgot how badass this game makes you feel. Like, look at the title card at the beginning of the game.
I'm willing to take full responsibility for the horrible events of the last 24 hours, but you must understand our interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
Now, I mentioned graphics, and I feel like the most prominent AAA games nowadays tend to focus more of their time on graphics and making the game look quote-unquote cinematic than they do actually making good gameplay and story. Now, not only does this game have incredible mechanics, but it tells its story almost entirely through the gameplay and just a few cutscenes here and there. But again, they are few and far between. Doom 2016 managed to retain the fast-paced, no reloading, balls to the f***ing atmosphere movement of the original game. In fact, I would go as far as to say that it's even faster than the original. Now, of course, Doom 2016 has an amazing soundtrack, and it's all thanks to an Australian composer named Mick Gordon. Now, the reason this soundtrack is so amazing, apart from the fact that the songs are just incredible on their own, is because the soundtrack is dynamic. What this means is that specific areas do have set songs, but the intensity and certain parts of the song will be selected based on movement and the number of enemies in a room. This was meant to avoid a problem seen in other games where you could be in a stealth section, and the game would be blasting intense combat-oriented music just because you were in a section that had that type of music specified to it. In Doom, it will play the fastest and most intense part of the music during actual combat, and will play intense but much slower and more ambient music during downtime. Obviously, this is Doom, and id Software has an incredible legacy to live up to, so they knew that they couldn't mess up in this department. Luckily for them, not only did they hit it spot on, it exceeds expectations. Now, I think most are in agreement that Doom 3 took a step away from the series' core mechanics, reloading, but Doom 2016 makes up for it and then some. The game has no sprinting mechanics, as Doomguy is always moving at top speed by default. There's no aiming down sights except for the scope upgrade for the heavy assault rifle in single player, and a few other multiplayer exclusive guns. By its very nature, the single-player mode encourages a rapid run-and-gun playstyle, and the multitude of weapons at your disposal make doing so a constantly rewarding experience. The guns have excellent feedback, with demons exploding when hit at close range with shotguns, and just the right amount of recoil. On top of all this, a new feature called the Glory Kill has been implemented, which allows you to execute an enemy once you've lowered their health. These Glory Kills are very brutal, and also very satisfying to execute. On top of this, there are many executions that are respectively triggered based on the angle of attack and what body part the player aims at. For example, aiming at the left arm will make Doomguy break the enemy's arm before punching their head off, while aiming at the back of an imp will cause you to rip his jaw off. This helps the glory kills seamlessly flow into the gameplay rather than feeling repetitive and overly scripted with weird teleportations. This game also has very well implemented platforming mechanics and vaulting. There's a double jumping mechanic added in later in the game, that's just subtle enough not to feel intrusive in the gameplay, and adds to the overall experience, granting Doomguy more mobility. Because these vaulting and double jumping mechanics are so well implemented into the movement system, the platforming sections don't feel at all out of place in this game. I'm sure there are some other things that I forgot to talk about, but talking about all of them would make this video an hour long, so I'll cut this section off here for the sake of time. My final thoughts on Doom? I think this game is incredible, and it's exactly what old fans of the series and new players in the shooter scene alike have been wanting. A fast-paced, casual game with a lot of replay value and a good challenge. The game is somewhere between linear and open, with certain levels being just maze-like enough to seem very open, yet just linear enough to not have the player getting lost every 5 minutes. I couldn't give this game a number rating if that's what you were looking for, but I would definitely recommend buying it for its fun factor and for its replay value. Now keep in mind I'm speaking only of the single player. The multiplayer and snap map modes are completely different stories. I'll save those for a future video if I end up making another one on this game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.